Hi, it's Patty. This is a 45-minute class. It would be nice if you had 2 blocks and a belt. And we're going to be talking about rituals. So rituals to me are little things that you bring into your day to help keep you calm and grounded. And they can make just everyday ordinary things extraordinary. So let's start on your back, and you can bring your knees to the side, feet are together. And if this is a lot on your inner groin, then place the blocks underneath your knees. So just laying back like this in Baddha Konasana, feet are together, and just put one hand on your belly and just grabbing my belt. One hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. And just settle back. And just think back, and maybe it's morning now, a few different things that you did that are rituals for you. Like I love to start the morning with warm water with a little bit of lemon squeezed into it. I like to journal for a little bit. But every day is different, but I find those little rituals really help keep me grounded and centered. So let's start with a big inhale through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. 2 more. Now try inhaling and exhaling just through your nose. So try to make that ujjayi sound, that ocean sound at the back of the throat, kind of a whooshing sound. So inhale and exhale. Keeping the mouth closed on the exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Last one. And then just draw your knees in towards your chest, just making little circles. Good. So deep breathing is a great ritual, especially first thing in the morning and before you go to bed, even before you eat. And roll out the ankles, maybe scrunch up your toes and then spread them wide. And then let's place your left foot down on the floor and really squeeze in your right knee. And then if you've got a belt or a strap, place it around the right arch of your foot and just start to bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bringing the knee into the chest, and I'm really using the belt to help pull the knee in, and then maybe take it out to the side and pull it down towards your armpit, just changing the angle of the hip. Good, and maybe if it's okay with your left leg, to straighten it out, and then just bend and straighten again a couple of times, using your hands on the belt to pull the leg towards the wall behind you. The whole time shoulders are relaxed, face is soft. Just really tuning into the sensations you're feeling in the body. And play around with this. If it feels better to bend and straighten, keep doing that. And then let's take both ends of the belt in your right hand, left hand anchors down the left hip, and then let's open the leg out to the side. And use the belt to pull the leg away from the body, and then let the leg relax, and then use the belt to pull the leg towards the wall behind you, and then let gravity just do the work, maybe pulsing back and forth with those 2 actions. And slowly bring the leg back up. Switch hands with the belt. Let's take the right thumb and place it right in the hip crease and push your thigh forward. There's a tendency to hike your hip up, pull it forward, and then flex up through the heel, slowly cross the leg across the body. So it doesn't have to go very far here, and you should feel the edge of your leg, the IT band, starting to activate. To take it up a notch, you can use the belt to pull the leg towards the wall behind you, or maybe draw the baby toe towards the outer shin. Just see if that takes it up a notch. Good, and then remove the belt and just roll up the ankle, scrunch up your toes, spread your toes wide, and then point and flex a couple of times. Take the arms out to your sides in a T position. Point your right toe and bring it down to your left knee, and then twist to the left. I like to take my left hand on top of the thigh and just gently press down, lift the right arm up and just hover it off the ground a little bit, and now pull that right arm away. Really get some length in the side body. And then just let everything relax. You can turn your head towards your right arm. And then just pause. So building in the rituals of just pausing regularly throughout the day is really a wonderful way to keep yourself grounded and calm. Good, and then come back to center. Let's hug both knees in towards your chest. Maybe bring your head up this time. Roll out the ankle. Good, and then release the right leg to the floor and really hug in the left knee. Already maybe you're noticing a difference between each side. Good, and then grab your belt, place it over the arch of your foot, and then just bend and straighten the leg, bend and straighten. Just opening up the hamstring, and then maybe, if it's okay, start to straighten the right leg out. If this bothers your lower back, just keep the right knee bent. Otherwise, straighten the leg and use the belt to really pull the knee in towards the chest, and then straighten it. Good, then angle the knee out towards the armpit and just notice how that feels around your hip. And just kind of pulse back and forth. Good, and then keeping the leg straight, or as straight as you can get it. Start to use the belt to pull the leg towards the wall behind you. And your leg still might be bent. That's okay, as long as you're feeling a sensation on the back of the leg. And remember that Goldilocks principle. We don't want too little, we don't want too much, we want just right. So only you know what that is. I'll kind of guide you, but really always tune in and listen to your body. Good, then bring the leg straight up. Take both ends of the belt into your left hand. Take the right hand, anchor the right hip down. Slowly open the leg out to the side. And then just let it get heavy. Just notice how you feel around the inner groin. And then maybe use the belt to pull the leg away from the body. Notice how that feels. And then let the leg get heavy again. And then maybe use the belt to pull the leg towards the wall behind you. See how that feels. And just kind of play around with where you feel a nice sensation, a nice opening in the body. So think about your rituals. We all have different rituals. Before we get in the car, we do certain things. How we sit at the computer before we start our computer work. And some of these rituals are really helpful and serve you well, and some of them might not. Like I noticed, this was several years ago, that I was having a pain in my hip. Let's bring the leg all the way back up. Switch hands with the belt. take your left thumb right up into the hip crease and push your thigh forward, and then slowly cross the leg across the body. And you don't have to go very far to feel this sensation in your IT band. Keep pushing up through the heel of the foot and then using the belt to pull the leg towards the wall behind you. But I noticed when I was sitting at my desk, I would have one foot on the floor and the other foot would be a couple of feet off of the floor on a cabinet that was sitting there. And I was spending hours doing work on the computer, and I was having this pain, and I realized, I wonder if it's me sitting lopsided in this chair. And half the time I wasn't really completely conscious that I was doing it. Good, and then bring the leg up, remove the belt, and let's point and flex the foot, roll out the ankle a couple of times. Good, now point your toe, bring your left toe down to your right knee, arms go out to a T, and then tip over. Good, really stretch that left arm long. So it's always good to revisit your habits and your rituals. And that might not have been exactly a ritual, more of a habit, but it really wasn't serving me. So I had to become aware and stop myself from lifting my leg up, creating a lopsided sitting position. Good, and then come back in, and let's hug both knees in towards your chest. Good, now roll over onto your favorite side, and let's push all the way up into a sitting position. Let's have your right leg in front, and just sit tall here for a minute. Let's take the shoulders up, back, and down, and let's breathe with the breath. So inhale, shrug your shoulders up. Exhale, draw them down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale, and just close your eyes, soften your face, relax your jaw, and just think about your morning routine. When the alarm goes off, do you jump up and start racing through your day? Is there some ritual that you could incorporate in your morning to bring just a little bit of calmness, a little bit of grounding to begin your day? And everybody's going to be different what that is. It might even just be laying in bed for a second and taking 3 deep inhales and exhales. Could be giving your partner a hug. Whatever will help create a calmer, more grounding day for you. So let's slowly open your eyes. Let's sweep our arms wide and high. Big inhale up, exhale down. Again, inhale up. Good, let's take your left hand to your right knee and then grow tall. So I'm mirroring you, so I'm going to switch my leg. Good, grow tall and then start to twist. See if you can look towards the back wall. Good, now turn part way forward, and we're going to start to drop your left shoulder down towards your left knee, and let the head start to tip over towards the left knee, so you're getting a stretch through your neck. And then reach the right hand out to the side and flex your fingers back, push out through the heel of the hand, and then keep leaning. So I'm really pushing down with my right knee and then leaning. So I feel a sensation on the side of the body. There's lots of sensation happening here around the shoulder. Really let the head get heavy. Keep leaning over and keep rooting your right sit bone down into the floor. Good, now lift the right hand up and let's sweep it all the way over your head. And let the fingers get droopy here. Push out through the right elbow and then down through the right sit bone. Keep leaning over to the left. Good, one more breath. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale, let's walk our hands forward. And let's take 4 deep breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. Good, and then start to walk the hands back up. And let's switch the placement. So bring the back leg forward. I've now got my left leg forward. And then inhale, sweep the arms wide and high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms wide and high. On the exhale, let's twist. Right hand to left knee. Now pause, pull the belly button in, grow tall, and then slowly start to twist. So I'm using my hand on my knee to push down to help deepen the twist. Good, now slowly grab onto your knee and start to lean your right shoulder down towards your right knee, and then let the head start to fall over as well. But the whole time I'm pushing down with my left knee. Good, now sweep the left hand out, flip the fingers towards the back wall and push out through your heel of your hand. Good, let your head get heavy. So you should feel a nice sensation on the side, around the hip. Let the head get heavy so you're feeling something around the neck. And you can play around with the chin a little bit. Good, and then flip the left hand up to the sky and then sweep it all the way over. And let your hand get droopy here. Keep pulling down with the left knee. Keep leaning over to the right. Good, one more breath. Inhale the hand up, exhale, come all the way back to center. Grow tall, pull your belly button in and think of a string leading your heart forward. So you're not collapsing through the chest, you're reaching the heart forward as we bow forward. And then let's take 4 deep breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Good, and then slowly come up and let's take our legs out wide to the side. I like to grab onto my blocks and then flex your feet and then just point, flex and point. And then try to keep your feet from not rolling forward. This rolls the whole leg forward. Try to keep the second toes pointing straight up. I know you can't see my toes on the screen just now, but try to have them pointing straight up and then lift your heart long and then start to walk forward. So you're hinging at the hips, the chest is still reaching forward. And then as we hold the pose a little bit longer, you can start to drop a little bit lower. Let's do 3 more breaths here. Inhale, try to make that ujjayi sound at the back of the throat. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Good, And then slowly come all the way back up. And then we're going to bring our left leg forward, right leg back, so that there's a 90-degree between the calf and the thigh, the calf and the hamstring. And then you could bring your, I still like to use the blocks for this one. So this is a version of pigeon pose, and we're going to drop our chest right in front of that left leg. So coming forward, this really is a nice hip and glute opener. The whole time, think of a string reaching your heart forward, the crown of your head forward, and then just soften into the pose. Keep breathing, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last one, inhale, exhale, and then slowly lift up. And then let's bring this back leg all the way around and see if you can place the foot over top of the knee. If that's not possible, you can just have the foot in front. Just keep the blocks close by, hands come to the right knee, and now grow tall. Let's take the shoulders up, back, and down. Reach the left arm up high, and then we're going to slowly twist. And you can just give yourself a hug, or you can hook the elbow. Other hand comes around behind. Now pause, pull the belly button in, grow tall, and then slowly start to twist. Good, and then come back to center, and we're going to switch legs. So now your right leg is in front, and it's almost like a stair step with two 90-degree angles between the lower part of the leg and the upper part of the leg. And then grab onto your blocks, and maybe you just sit here, sitting tall. If that's quite deep in the hip area, just stay here. If you want to start leaning forward, leading with the heart, start to lean forward, letting the shoulders relax, letting the face relax. Inhale, focusing on our rituals. Exhale to help keep us calm and grounded. More breaths here. See if you can go a little bit deeper. With each exhale, think of any tension melting out of the body. Good, and then slowly come up. And I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see this for our next pose. But let's bring the back leg around, plant the foot. You can slide that front leg in a little bit. Hands come to the knees, grow tall. Let's take the shoulders up, back, and down. Now pull your belly button in. See if you can grow a little taller through the spine. Right arm reaches long, and then either give yourself a hug or hook your elbow. Other hand comes around behind. Now pull your belly button in, grow tall, and slowly start to twist. Good, and then slowly come back to center. All right, I'm just going to turn to the side for this next one. This is a great upper body stretch. And we just start with your knees bent, feet on the floor, and we're just windshield wipering the knees side to side. Good, now keep the knees over to the right. We're gonna turn towards the back of the mat. Plant your left hand down, but then weave the right arm underneath. So the left arm is straight and just keep weaving it under. Twist, 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 and then slowly come back to center. And we just windshield wiper the knees side to side again a couple of times. And then this time, leave the knees over to the left. We're gonna plant our right hand and then weave the left hand through. So twist, my spine is long, twist, 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 and then come back to center. Windshield wiper side to side. Good, now keep the knees to the right, and this time we're going to turn both hands to the back of the mat. So you're facing straight back. Now pull your belly button in, grow tall, and try to twist, bringing your torso straight to the back of the mat. And so you should be feeling a nice stretch right in the midsection of the body, a nice twist right at the midsection, the waistline. And for some of you, this is going to be enough just to stay here with your arms straight. If you would like to use your blocks, you can drop down to the elbows here, or you can come all the way down to the floor. You see how it feels to you. The whole time your spine is long, you're pressing firmly down into the left big toe, sorry, the left baby toe, right big toe, and we're going to inhale the left rib cage up towards the sky, the right rib cage down towards the floor. And just feel that twist right at the waistline. Keep lengthening the spine on the inhale. On the exhale, try to soften and relax the shoulders a little bit. Good, now just pause here, and we're going to take the back leg and see if you can wiggle it away from the other leg just a little bit. See if that takes you any deeper. Keep twisting the torso towards the back of your mat. And then keep breathing, right? Notice when the poses get a little bit hard, we stop breathing. So keep breathing here. Good, and then slowly come up. And then we've got another side to do. So windshield wipers side to side a couple of times, and then leaving the knees over to the left. We're going to turn both hands towards the back of the mat. And it sometimes feels good to just come up on your blocks here. Just come straight up on your blocks. Start to twist your torso towards the back of the mat. Try and get the chest straight back. If that feels okay, you can maybe drop down to the elbows here or come all the way down to the floor. But keep lengthening through the spine, keep pressing down through the feet, and then twist the torso. So this time we're bringing the left rib cage down, the right rib cage up towards the ceiling. Feel that nice twist right at the waistline. Keep drawing the belly button in, spine is long, and then twist. Good, one more breath. Good, and then slowly straighten the arms. Let's come all the way back to center. Just windshield wiper one more time each side. And then we're going to heel toe the feet in a little bit closer towards each other. So they're about sitting bones distance. So the heels line up with your sit bones. And place the fingers pointing away from the body. Walk your feet in a little bit. Pull your belly button in. And we're just going to lift up for reverse tabletop. Let the head fall back. Keep lifting the hips up. Good, now drop your hips towards your heels and pull the elbows back. And maybe you can sway side to side. This one feels really good in the shoulders. Let the head hang. I like to think of the back ribs reaching towards the floor. Just let the head get heavy. And you can bend and straighten, wiggle side to side, maybe lift the chin, rolling the head a little bit. Good, and then release out. So come back to the front. We're going to have our feet flexed. And let's take our left hand to the right baby toe. Start to tuck your chin, round your back, keep rounding back, and now press on the gas pedal with that right foot. And you're resisting back with your hand, so keep pressing on the gas pedal, keep pulling the mid back towards the back wall, and then maybe just wiggle nice and slow side to side. Good, and then slowly come up. We're gonna lean off to the left. Bring your right foot around behind so that your heel is just grazing the side of your buttocks. And then just start to lean back. So if you've got the blocks, you may wanna lean back onto the blocks. And then notice once you drop back, you're overarching your back. So you've gotta push down through your foot, tuck your tailbone under, and then lay back down. And for a lot of you, this is gonna be enough right here. So just keep stretching the right thigh forward, right? Getting a nice deep stretch through the quad. If you can remove the blocks and lay all the way down in your back, that's great. Grab your elbows, just resting back, letting your face soften. Inhale using rituals. Exhale to keep calm and grounded. Good, one more breath. And then slowly push yourself up, release the leg, and just slowly bend to straighten the leg, maybe roll out the ankle. And then let's come back to the flexed feet, sitting tall. Let's take the right hand over to the left baby toe. Now tuck your chin, start to round back. Keep rounding back, keep pulling the mid back towards the wall behind you. Now press on the gas pedal with your foot. Good, keep resisting back with the hand. Just maybe roll side to side. Keep pulling the back, rounding the back, pressing on the gas pedal. Good, and then slowly come up, lean off to the right, bring your leg around behind, and just pause here. You can just sit upright, and for some of you, this is gonna be a lot. If it's still too much, you can sit up on one block or two blocks, right? Always use the props. And if this isn't enough, then start to lean back a bit. If you need more than that, maybe drop to the blocks behind you. But as soon as you go that far back, you're overarching the back. So press into your feet, lift your hips up, tuck your tailbone, and then release back. And then I think a ray of light shining down my left thigh, out the knee, and really rooting the knee towards the floor slightly. And then just soften the face, relax the jaw. If you think of athletes, a lot of athletes have certain rituals. When my daughter was on the volleyball team, I always would chuckle at how everyone had a certain way that they served. They had little rituals that they did as they served. And I think all of us do certain things. We may not be aware of it, but they just add a sense of comfort and stability in our lives. So they're a nice thing to add in. Good, let's take one more breath. And then slowly come up. Good, let's bring both blocks forward. I'm gonna go on a little bit of an angle here. So both blocks are on the medium height here. We're gonna drop our elbows down to the blocks, hands come to prayer, and then start to walk your knees back. If you don't have blocks, you can use books. Keep walking the knees back and start to work your chest down towards the floor. And you might have to lengthen the elbows on the blocks. And then maybe bring your thumb towards the mid-back. Keep pulling your hips away from the blocks. This is a great counteracting to being on the computer or just hunched forward over your technology. So keep pushing the elbows into the block, drag the hips back. Maybe sway your hips side to side. Good, 2 breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Good. And then push down through the elbows. Start to walk forward. And let's keep the blocks handy. We're going to roll onto our back again. And just draw the knees in towards your chest. Let's make little circles with the knees. Maybe 3 going the one direction. And then change it and have 3 circles the other direction. Good. And then plant your feet on the floor. We're going to take both blocks and they're going to be this height. So you've just got the blocks on the lowest level stacked. And let's push down through the feet, lift the hips up and slide the blocks under your sacrum, that bony triangular bone at the base of the spine. And then just let your hips get heavy, your arms go out to the side, your knees go straight ahead. And then just let everything get heavy here. And think of your routine at night, right? Do you go hard paced right until you get into bed? Or do you have a few calming rituals, right? Hopefully most of us are brushing our teeth and washing our face. Even, I remember one teacher saying how just washing the dishes or washing your face can be a meditation. If you're really going slowly and being mindful, noticing the texture of the water against your skin, the temperature of the water, the sound of the water, just slow down and really tune in as you prepare for bed. So feel the shoulders relax, the face is soft. Using rituals throughout our day to create a calm, steady, and grounded environment. Good, 1 more breath. Exhale it out. And then start to wiggle your right foot out to the right. Flex your foot and then let your toes just fall to the side. If you feel steady, see if you can let your other leg fall out to the side. So you're creating a little opening through the inner groin. The arms are out wide. If it feels better to take the arms overhead, really tune into what feels good here. And then 2 breaths here. Inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2. And then slowly bring the leg back to center. And then let's switch legs. So wiggle the other leg out, push out through your heel and let the toes fall to the side. And really let that whole leg get heavy. And if it feels okay with the other leg, let it tip out to the side. Shoulders are heavy, head is heavy, hips are heavy, legs are heavy. One more breath. And then slowly bring the legs back to center. Push down through the feet, lift the hips up, and then slowly drop the hips to the floor. And let's just bring one knee in towards your chest, nice and slow and mindful. maybe rolling out the ankle, scrunching up the toes, and then switch, bring the other leg up, rolling out the ankle, scrunching up the toes. Good. And then let's cross your right leg over top of the left knee. We're going to push down through the feet and just tip your hips over to the right and then drop both legs to the left. Stretch your right arm long, coming into one last twist. And then bring the head back to center. All the way, the legs come back to center, uncross your legs, and then bring the left leg on top, push down through your foot, slide the hips over to the left, and then drop the knees over to the right. And if it's okay with your neck, turn your head to the left. And then I like to take my hand up, just pressing down and away. And then slowly come back to center. Hug both knees in towards the chest. Maybe flip the feet out for happy baby. Maybe stretching one leg out to the side, the other leg out to the side. And then bring the bottoms of your feet together. Interlace your hands. Pull your feet forward. Your head and shoulders are up off the ground. And then just shrug your shoulders up and down. Keep pulling your feet towards the end of your mat. And just tuck your chin and lean away as your feet come forward. It's a nice neck and shoulder stretch. And then if there's any pose that we didn't get to do that your body's wanting to do, go ahead and do it now. Otherwise, we're going to relax back into Shavasana. Tip your toes in to touch each other and then let them fall away. Arms are resting about a foot away from the body. Palms are facing up. And just let everything go. I inhale, calming body and mind. I exhale and smile. I inhale, I dwell in the present moment. Exhale, knowing that this is the only moment. Just feeling the whole body surrender into the support of the earth beneath you. The muscles of the face relax. Spot between your eyebrows, let it soften. Even try to let the corners of your eyes, the edges all around the eye sockets soften just a little bit more. And then nice and slow, start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes a little bit, and then let them relax. And just very gently going to turn your head to the right, pressing down through the left shoulder, and then back to center. Turn the head to the left, pressing down through the right shoulder. Let's do that one more time each side. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Stretch your arms up overhead, hook your thumbs. Just give your whole body a nice big stretch. And then bend your knees, slowly roll over onto your favorite side. And just pause here. Notice how you feel now, excuse me, compared to when you first started. And then slowly using your hands, push yourself all the way up to a sitting position. Good, just grow tall. Let's inhale, shoulders up, and then exhale the shoulders down. Hands come in front of your heart and bow your head to seal the practice. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that you start to get curious about the rituals that you have incorporated in your life already. And then just take this opportunity to maybe invite a few more things, just habits, rituals that help ground you throughout your day. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.